Item number 3 is an application for a certificate of appropriateness in the Borough of Manhattan, docket number 14-9718, Block 192, Lot 1, 32 Avenue of the Americas, long-distance building of the American Telephone and Telegraph Company building, an individual landmark, an Art Deco-style building designed by Mackenzie Voorhees and Gemlin, built in 1911 to 1914, and enlarged in 1914 to 1916, and again in 1930 to 32 by Voorhees, Gemlin, and Walker. And this is an application to install rooftop mechanical equipment.
Good morning, Commissioners. Gabriella Katowski, Preservation Staff. This application is for 32 Avenue of the Americas. It's an individual landmark
We need
known as
6
the
for this.
AT&T long-distance building. It's a large red brick Art Deco building bounded by the blocks of Lispenard, Church, Walker, and Avenue of the Americas. The application was first presented at the public hearing of March 4th, 2014. The proposal at that time was to install rooftop mechanicals at the 22nd floor setback roof. At that time, the commissioners had some questions about the existing master plan in place governing mechanicals at this and other setback roofs, and also requested that the applicant consider relocating the rooftop mechanicals to another location on the building. So the applicant is back today answering both those questions.
Okay, thank you. And the hearing will be open for that purpose. Motion and second. Go ahead up. Name on the record, please.
Members of the Commission, good morning. Thomas G. Alcuna, Highland Associates.
Okay. Got it?
All right. Again, as Gabriella just said, we're back again to go over installing two generators and a common enclosure on the 22nd floor roof for 32 Avenue Americas. Quickly, this is.
As soon as we finish this, we can do those two. Okay, if you want.
Maybe try this one.
Bingo.
So the generator is located here. Telex space is the 10th floor right here. That was one of the questions mentioned earlier at the early meeting. The generator will be located on the 22nd floor roof. Again, this is just looking at it from different elevations. This is an added slide from the previous presentation. On the left-hand side, this is the approved master plan back in 2001. You'll notice all the equipment, every roof has been designed and approved with equipment on the roof. The proposed as-built as of today, not including the Telex generator, which would be right here, you can see there's only a few roofs that have actual equipment on the roof. All the other roofs, these are lease spaces that will have currently no plan for any additional equipment, and the existing equipment is in these locations right here. So comparing the 2001 plan to the existing plan, it's probably about 50, maybe a little over 50% used up compared to the 2001 master plan. An interesting fact, the 2001 master plan approved generators that were 22 feet 6 inches above the roof, including that was to the top of the mufflers, and they were exposed. The Telex generator is right here, and it is 17 feet 9 inches to the top of the enclosure, and an additional one for 5.5 inches, making it like 18 feet plus, a little over 19 feet. So the Telex proposed generator is actually smaller than what was previously approved on the building. Might be a little easy looking at your packets, but here what we did is we superimposed equipment from the master plan onto the existing photos. The green arrows represent where equipment would be located on the building if it was built out according to the master plan. You'll notice there's arrows here. So this is the first view. This is from Canal Street and 6th Avenue. This is existing. This would be master plan. There would be a piece of equipment up on the top here, and then with the Telex generator right here. There's another view. This is from Canal and Green Street. And again, there's no equipment currently. If the master plan was built, 2 roofs would have additional equipment, and then with the Telex generator, it would see the building as it currently exists versus the master plan. And you can see there's a lot more build-out of equipment if the master plan was fully implemented. Again, another views showing the equipment. One of the questions, what we did here is we took aerial photographs, 2 directions, showing the equipment from a bird's eye view. If everything was to be built out, again, the green arrows represent all the approved master plan equipment. This aerial view right here shows current with existing equipment, and then the telex generator would be located right here. Again, looking in the opposite direction, all the equipment, if the master plan would be built out, every roof would be essentially occupied. And then there was a question, one of the commissioners had asked, why couldn't we add equipment to the main roof? And to be honest with you, I didn't really have a good answer, but in fact, after some research, the main roof is completely built out. Somebody asked if we could put it on top of what equipment was there. Currently, the main roof, the lower level of the main roof, there are 10 generators and equipment rooms here. And then on top of those 10 generators, that's the cooling towers. So going back, that's why you see all of this equipment up here. That's all that build out there.
Okay.
And it's all up on isolation pads, I guess. is
Yes.
what it appears to be.
In summary, basically, the telex generator is actually smaller, meets all sound requirements from New York City. No architectural features have to be removed to put it in the building. It basically meets the intent of the master plan.
Okay, and now I understand it, which I don't think we all, I mean, at least I didn't fully understand it then. You've answered the questions. It makes sense, and not only makes sense, and it's justifiable based on that background, but it also is better for the building and the roof and the build-outs.
You know, if we want to save these great buildings from the past, and certainly we want to save this one, it's an individual landmark, we have to let these buildings be able to be useful in the contemporary society. And I think what you've done here, and I hope you don't feel like we've knocked you around a bit too much by asking you to look again at this because of the importance of this building and its profile as well. Its skyline profile is a critical piece of why the building is a landmark. But to me, you've exhausted the issues well enough. We have to allow a generator, particularly in a telecommunications building like this, to be contemporary. And there's no better place to put it. I think you've made that case. So the question for me would just be, what color is it? How can we make it as invisible as possible? It's a pretty big thing. I think it's mostly a coloration.
In conformance with the master plan, there was an approved color for all the.
So there it is, yeah.
We're going to match
Okay.
the existing color that was approved, which I believe is the color of masonry.
Yeah, I would hope so. Okay, so there we are. I think it's
Okay.
acceptable.
Okay, Michael?
I think you've exhausted every possibility for design of this, and the rooftop of this building is filled with Grecians. I think this is quite appropriate.
Joan?
Thank you.
I agree with everything that's been said, and what is happening is we're allowing this building to move into the 21st century and honor modern technology.
Yeah, I reluctantly agree because it seems like, unfortunately, 21st century modern technology isn't all that modern.
It's smaller.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that
Someday.
when that thing breaks down in 20 years, because nothing lasts very long either in our modern technology,
Yeah.
it gets replaced with little mini versions
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah, I think that this building has had to have a number of rooftop accretions, obviously, as is demonstrated here, and that this is, a necessary one. It's as modest as they can make it. And in the future, hopefully, it can be, minimized more, but I think it is necessary now, and it is, it's important to the function of this great building, which really is just a monument to the bricklayers' art, especially outside as well as inside.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
building.
interior landmark as well. Okay, agreed, everyone. A hearing will be closed with a motion. Second, Fred, please, if you would do this one.
I will. In the matter of 32 Avenue of the Americas, the long-distance building of the American Telephone and Telegraph Company, building an individual landmark, Block 192, Lot 1. The application is to install rooftop mechanical equipment, and I recommend approval, finding that this building's historic and current function as a telecommunications center has resulted in the installation of various types of visible mechanical equipment over time, including equipment installed at the main roof prior to designation of this individual landmark, and has established the historic rooftop context for the proposed equipment. That the installation of a generator at the setback roof will not require the removal of any significant architectural features and will be readily reversible. That the proposed generator will be finished to blend with the surrounding masonry and will be seen against the tower mass rather than against the sky. That the proposed generator installation will be located quite high on the building at the 22nd floor, will be set back substantially from the primary street wall facades and therefore will not detract from the distinctive massing and silhouette of this building, and that while the operation will be more visible than the approved mechanical equipment at this setback, other mechanical equipment approved for other setbacks on the building have been installed, and the overall amount of visible equipment of this building has been reduced.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye, opposed? Approved. Thank you.